So today we're going to tear into the BMW. Goal is to get the inside of it cleaned out and get it prepped up so we can spray it down. I'm going to take the Lexus here and go set up the awning so I got a little bit of shade because it's like 95 degrees. All right, so we got a decent little workspace set up. The goal is just to tear into this thing. We're gonna go ahead and get the doors blown open, the trunk opened up, and kind of go through what parts I've got in it. Kind of see what is even there, because honestly I don't know. I can't remember. All right, so we got a tarp set up. Hopefully help kind of keep track of everything that comes out of this thing. I'm gonna throw some gloves on because I'm sure there's mouse poop all over this, and I would like to not have mouse poop on me, so. See, when I mentioned mouse poop, that's what I was talking about. That's gross. So we're making a little bit of progress on this thing, getting it all cleared out. There is a lot more stuff in here than I thought there was. Stuff all dry rotted out, and pretty sure these are control arms for an E46 that a mouse got into. There's so much in here. Well, I guess we'll keep moving. So here's progress so far. Everything's out of it. Got some decent stuff that I've completely forgot about, like this long tube header. I'm not sure what brand it is. Came on the original car that I had. Just a bunch of extra random junk that I've thrown in there over years. Set of bumpers off an old car, exhaust parts, all the stuff that's in packaging, and like these extra tools and stuff. And like a lot of this metal right here is stuff that I threw in as I was cleaning out our storage unit. This tote and like the boxes and the actual tools, stuff that doesn't look like it's 50 years old, is stuff that I put in it right before I left Indiana. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away at this, try and get it fully cleaned out. Still got to do the trunk too, but we'll get there when we get there. So we got one side fully cleaned out, minus, I'm guessing, a whole lot of rat pee, mouse pee. I don't know. That's pretty disgusting though. Kind of stinks in here. The floor is in a little bit worse shape than I remember it being when I first parked this thing, but it doesn't seem like it's too bad and that it can't be patched up. So I'm gonna keep going and switch over and unload the driver's side. All right, so we got the inside cleaned out. It's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. There's just a whole lot of crap inside of it. The floorboard on this side's a little bit better shape than the passenger side. It's really not in that bad a shape. On the driver's side here, a couple little holes. That one shouldn't be bad. That was a drain plug, I believe. And then where the gas pedal bracket goes, it needs to be probably refabbed a little bit. Other than that though, this side looks pretty good. A little bit of rust work up there. Really just a lot of surface rust. The back looks decent, no holes, minus ones that are supposed to actually be there. Headliner's still in it. I actually didn't realize the rear panels are still in here. They're actually in decent shape too. Thing's got a power sunroof, which is weird. My first car didn't have that. It had a manual roof. Pretty cool for 1984. I don't know if that's gonna stay or if it even works, but maybe I'll throw a drill battery on it, give it a test, see what it does in due time, I guess. But all in all, it's in pretty decent shape for what it is and for how long it's sat out in the open. Next up is just get a vacuum over, get it all cleaned up. All right, had running for a little while. We're back out here. Let's see, we're gonna tear into the trunk now. The inside's all cleared out, minus some like random little bolts and fuses and relays, bunch of like just random little stuff. The trunk though's got a little bit of tools, and I'm not really sure what else is in there. Just a bunch of stuff that I threw in that I thought might be usable when I was clearing out the storage unit. Other than that, I'm not really sure what usable parts that were for this car or from the other car are in there tucked away. But we're gonna get into that and see what we can find, see what's worth keeping, what's worth pitching. So here we go. All right, we're done with the trunk. We can move on to getting the vacuum out here and cleaning it up. The trunk's in pretty decent shape. It's got a little bit of rust in the spare tire tub. I was gonna cut it out anyway. It's not such a big deal that I really care to have a spare tire. There's a good chance I was just gonna back half the car, so we'll kind of play that one by ear when we get to that point. But next up is just getting the vacuum out here, getting all the random little pieces of just whatever's in there out, and then we can move on. Here's a little bit of rust that I was telling you about. It's not too terrible down there in the tub. A little bit on the side of the battery box, but I'm not too concerned with all that. All right, got the vacuum out here. I think I'm gonna start in the trunk just to kind of make the most progress in the least amount of space. Then we'll move on into the interior. All right, so we're done with the trunk. I didn't discover any more random spots of rust or anything, so that's good. I did find that both of the upper shock mounts are blown out, but that ain't such a big deal. I've got a couple sets of them. One set that's for my coilovers, but we're pretty good. Other than that little bit of issue that we found back here, but we can take care of that another day. We're gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna get into the inside now, and then kind of see what else we could discover in there. So let's go. All right, I got some gloves back on because this side's kind of gross and I don't want to touch none of this. All right, we got the passenger side all cleaned up. Doesn't look half bad, minus the nasty sound deadening. Go ahead and get the driver's side, and then we'll get the back. So I got it all vacuumed out inside and in the trunk. I'm gonna go ahead and throw like the seats and some interior pieces, and then some of the wiring and just stuff that I don't want out in the weather inside of it. And then we'll pick it back up tomorrow and kind of, I don't know, see what we can accomplish. Hopefully throw some wheels on it and get it up onto the driveway. That way we can pressure wash the whole thing off, and then kind of keep moving along. I guess after that we'll probably pull the hood off and see if we can't get the little M10 to turn over. Hopefully she's not locked up, but that's the plan now. So all right, so we got everything that's worth really kind of keeping decently nice taken care of. It's all inside the car. I'm pretty well finished up with everything over here, so I'm just gonna throw a little bit of tools and stuff that I pulled out, stuff on the roof. It's really kind of just things that don't necessarily go with the car. It's just kind of stuff for me to have while we're here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in the Lexus here, and I will see you guys tomorrow.